What's going on, guys? Austin here, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the extra points 5-minute fantasy booming and busting running backs. So my start this week, I like Donta Foreman. Now Atlanta doesn't have a great run game defense, and I think that PJ Walker is going to come back to earth. So I think this is going to be a heavy Foreman game. Chuba Hubbard, he's not been the guy. He's been in the league for a while. Now Donta Foreman, he's been behind some better running backs, more often at least. And I just like him better in this spot. Latavius Murray, I don't know what it is with Melvin Gordon, but for some reason they're not giving him a majority of the snaps. And I think that Latavius Murray is, he's going to end up getting, out of all the running back carries, I think he's probably going to get somewhere around, 40% of them. And that's a good number for Murray, who's still, a very useful running back in that spot. Benjamin at Minnesota, I just like, because I don't think that James Conner coming off of an injury is going to be so heavily used in the running game. So I think that, is probably going to get more carries, especially after the really great game that he had, this last week. I like Tony Pollard versus Chicago. He's been getting the majority of the carries, and if not, it's been close to 50-50 when he doesn't have the majority. Chicago's run defense is pretty bad, especially against receivers that can catch. Now that's going to favor Zeke a little bit, but Tony Pollard is still going to be on the field, and Dak isn't afraid to throw to him. And I like Raheem Mostert against Detroit. Now, he's not somebody that I would normally want to have as my starting running back, but, Mostert's a really good option right there. And Detroit, who, same thing as last week, couldn't stop Tony Pollard, couldn't stop Zeke. They're not going to be able to stop Raheem, in this spot. Miami, they've got a good run system, a good, overall offensive system. Raheem isn't necessarily the feature back, but he's the guy in this spot. And then the bust side, Dameon Pierce, I think that Tennessee is probably going to have a lead for most of this game. And I like the passing matchups that Davis Mills is going to have versus Tennessee. This would be a Brandon Cooks start week for me. I'd be nervous about Dameon Pierce. Now, if you only have like 2 running backs on your roster, then you might have to, but Pierce is not a premier option. Nick Chubb, this one's more out on a limb, but I think that Cincinnati is going to be up ahead and early, and I think that Nick Chubb is going to get some carries, maybe on the goal line. He might score like a garbage touchdown, but he's not going to get the touches this week. I'm not confident that Kareem Hunt is going to get points, but I know that they're going to have to pass the ball more than they want to. James Conner at Minnesota. The same reasons why I said we're going to start Benjamin. We're sitting James Conner. It's the same thing right there. Darrell Henderson versus San Fran. I just think that he's going to be the guy that's getting a lot of the touches, and they've had a week to prepare for him as the full-time starter against San Francisco. And San Francisco has the pass rush that needs to be neutralized by the run game. So they're going to have to look to not throw the ball, but dump the ball off to Henderson a lot. And then Michael Carter versus New England. I just think that it's a bad matchup, for the Jets offensively, as well as the fact that they just traded for James Robinson. And I think they're more concerned about, their future, which is Michael Carter, than they are with, getting him reps, I'd say, because I think Michael Carter's a long-term plan. And I think James Robinson is a guy that they're just going to, run through a wall until they're done with him, basically. All right, guys. So thanks for watching that video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and stay up to date on all